Hello guys and welcome to one more Science English class, right? I'm really happy to have you here with me. So let's go on, yeah, as we always do, okay? And now as you can see, day by day, our English lesson is becoming more and more English, which means muito mais aulas de inglês, muito mais prática, né? Muito mais fácil e menos português. Porque esse que é o goal, okay? So I know that Ms. Lorraine, right? You had an English lesson with a native teacher, right, last time. So how was that? Was it good? Was it easy? Give me some feedback if you can. Okay? Fala pouquinho pro teacher como foi a experiência, right? So anyway, let's move on. So now we are going to begin this lesson, okay? So as I always do, I'm going to share my screen with you here, okay, during the lesson. So pay attention on everything and let's go on. Now, yeah, I mean not finally, yeah, but I think it's going fast. We are on section 7. That's amazing. That's amazing, right? So I'm gonna share my screen with you. Check it out here, as you can see, right? And let's begin the reading, right? Let's begin this activity. Okay, so I'm gonna change my color for green today because purple, pink, and red are the colors that they use very often, and I want to use a different color to make it better. Anyway, so let's go. 52, section 7, properties and chains of materials. Properties of materials. Okay, so this title here, yeah, we say that in Portuguese, propriedades dos materiais. Do que um material é feito? That is the point. Okay, so different materials have different properties. If you are trying to decide which is the best material to make an object from, think about what properties it needs to have. This is a difficult sentence, so I'm gonna read again and I'm gonna explain you first the purple words and secondly I give you more details. Okay, so let's go. Different materials. Materials everybody knows, right? Everybody knows what is that. So materials, materiais, ok? Então, facinho, né? Materials, materiais, ok? Properties. What is properties? What is that? Properties, propriedades. Propriedade, no sentido do que é feito, right? Oh, esqueci o O aqui. Ok? And best material, o melhor material, of course, right? Best is easy, é o melhor, ok? So, okay, teacher, but I didn't get what do we have here in this sentence. Eu não entendi o que nós temos aqui exatamente escrito. Diferentes materiais têm diferentes propriedades. Todo mundo sabe disso, né? Ele é feito de coisas diferentes. Então, se você está tentando decidir, if you are trying to decide qual, which, is the best, qual que é o melhor para fazer algum tipo de objeto, to make an object from, think about, pense em quais são, né? What properties, quais são as propriedades que precisa ter esse seu material, right? For example, if you want to make something hard, yeah, with resistance, right? Like with this thing, yeah, strong. Of course, you cannot use like simple paper, right? Or water because you need something different. Ok? Então, claro que se a gente quer fazer algo, né, mais duro, mais resistente, a gente não pode usar uma coisa leve e mole, right? Okay, so that is the point here. Well, moving on. Going down here, we have this first here. The title, right? Materials can be grouped according to their properties. So, I mean, we can make groups according to the properties of the material. Everybody knows that, right? This is an easy thing. So, and then we have number 1 here. Hardness. Hardness. Okay? So this is the first one. This is the first. I'm going to change the color of the letter as well. So just to give some highlight, yeah, to outstand actually, right? So, okay, teacher, what is hardness? Let it go. Okay, hardness é a oh, sorry. É a dureza de algo, ok? É o quão duro é alguma coisa, ok? Então, hardness aqui, só pra gente saber, tá bom? Aqui é um substantivo, né? O que é um substantivo, teacher? É um nome, né? A gente chama isso de inglês de noun, alright? So, that's hardness. So, let's move on. Okay, and number 1, the first description here goes, Diamond and steel are hard materials. They are difficult to scratch or bend. Okay, so we have three words here that are in blue. Okay, hard, scratch, or bend. So I'm gonna give the translation for you. You make notes on your notebook. You write it down. Okay, because I'm not gonna write here on the screen. Okay, so let's go. Hard, algo duro, é um adjetivo. Tudo que é hard é algo duro. Scratch é de, how can I say that? Okay, that's a difficult one. Let me try to give you, because we have many possible translations for that. Okay, so example, when you scratch something, imagine like an animal, yeah, that have right, that they have claws, garras, and then they scratch you. Então, in this kind of situation, nesse tipo de situação, scratch é arranhar, mas pode ser raspar. Eu tenho algumas notas aqui. Se você também tem scratching, você pode estar falando, tá coçando a pele, também tem scratching, coçando o ato, né? Não que está coçando que há há uma sensação, não é essa, é o ato de coçar, ok? Arranhar, o que mais? Riscar, então tudo que você scratch é quando você deixa uma marca ali, porque passou alguma coisa. That's scratch, right? So, let it go. And bend é de dobrar. Tudo que bend é que dobra, que curva, ok? So that are the meanings of hard, scratch, and bend. Okay, so, okay, but the sentence, diamond and steel. Diamond, diamante. Steel, aço. Again, diamond, diamante. Steel, aço. Okay, so again, make notes on your note. Marca isso no note, okay? So, number 2. Hard materials are used to make things that need to be tough. Tough. Check it out. Tough, like tools. Okay? Again, we have a very good word here. Tough. So, teacher, what is that? Listen to me. Okay, so when we say, when we see that word tough, I think I don't know, maybe in American or in British English, they even go higher, like tough. This is tough, man. Okay, so of course we have some meanings for that, and it depends on what you are talking about. So maybe the Portuguese translation can be a little bit different, but more or less we have the idea. Okay, so I'm gonna read for you. For example, I think the most popular translation for tough is resistente. Tudo que é tough é resistente. Wow, man, that man is tough. Ele é resistente, ele é bruto, ele não cai fácil, right? Okay? Or a situation can be tough. If a situation is tough, means the situation is difficult. Oh man, this is a tough situation. This is a difficult situation, right? So that's another one. Or also another way, that man is tough, again, like strong, right? So this is a tough guy, okay? So these are some ways. É uma das maneiras que a gente pode usar. Resistente, algo que é difícil, né? Algo duro, algo forte. Então, algumas maneiras de se aplicar, tudo bem? Então, deixa isso marcado, né? Não se preocupa, mas teacher, isso eu não consegui usar, não se preocupa com isso. O importante é ter as palavras em mente, a gente vai trabalhar todas elas. So, and that is the thing here, right? So here we have the example, a diamond added saw. Saw, apesar de parecer o passado de si, não é aqui, tá bom? Só é essa serra, né? Ok? Então, só para você saber, saw é o que a gente conhece como serra, uma serra. Ok? Serra de cortar, né? Ok? Serra. Ou a gente conhece no Brasil também como serrote, right? Anyway, então isso é um saw, ok? Só para vocês saberem. And a diamond edge, yeah, so it means that the edge, a beirada dessa serra, ela é de diamante, né? Isso é uma description. Eu confesso, eu não sei se será que é realmente diamante? Pode ser, né? I don't know really. But anyway, so that's the idea, okay? And a steel hammer. Hammer, we can see on the picture, right? This is a hammer. É um martelo. And it's made of steel. Teacher, o que era steel? Eu não lembro o que era steel, teacher. Eu vou colocar aqui, aço, ok? Por isso que a gente tem o The Man of Steel, o filme, o Homem de Aço, Superman, right? Okay, so that is the point. Next one, we have this picture here. Yeah, it's like a mattress, like a bed, and then foam-filled mattress. Foam-filled mattress. Teacher, what is foam-filled mattress? What is that? Let's get that. Okay, so foam is espuma, is something soft. Okay, so foam, when we say foam-filled, means it's filled of, é cheio de, né? Ele é recheado de, né? Recheado. Ele está cheio de, quer dizer que dentro dele está cheio disso, né? Eu não me recordo de outra palavra em português agora que seja melhor do que essa. But of what? Of foam, de espuma, right? Okay, so, and then we have a description here on number 3. Foam is a soft material. Everybody knows that, right? So that's number 3. Number 4, and it's used to make soft things like mattresses, which is colchão, and cushions, which we can say almofadas. Okay, so mattresses and cushions. All right, very good. But teacher, travesseiro não é cushions, no, travesseiro é pillow. Okay, don't forget that. So next one. The next item that we are going to talk about here, which is number 2 that we can see here. Yeah, the description is transparency. Transparency. Let's listen to the native speaking. Let's see if it matches. Listen to. I think I got it right.
Transparency.
I think the same, right? Transparency. Anyway, so it's similar to a Portuguese word, right? Transparência. But anyway, let's see. Number 1. Glass is used to make windows because it is see-through. See-through. Ver através, ok? Se você see through, você consegue ver através, right? So, let me make the notes here. Again, toda nota que o teacher fizer, faça também. Ok? Ver através. No problem? Very good. Oh, I forgot the thing. Ok? Don't forget this thing here, ok? Do acento agudo em português, né? Muito bem. Então, see through, ver através. That's why we use glass, right? Glass, para quem não sabe, vidro, ok? Vidro. Vidro. Very good. Number 2. Materials that you can see through, a gente já viu o que é through, are called transparent. So, every material that you can see through that material, we call it transparent, okay? Number 3, curtains are made from fabric. Fabric. Because it is opaque. Okay, so 2 words to let's listen to the native. So, question number 1. Word number 1 is this one here. Oh, let's listen.
Opaque.
Opaque. Very good. I got it right. And then the fabric. Let's see if it is okay. Listen to the native.
Fabric.
Fabric. Very good, right? So, opaque. What is that, teacher? Opaco. É uma cor, né? A melhor maneira de descrever é como se fosse uma cor meio morta, né? Aquela cor fraca, feia, né? O melhor exemplo que a gente tem é de uma butterfly, né? E de uma moth, ou seja, uma borboleta e uma mariposa. Você vê que a borboleta ela é toda colorida. Agora a mariposa não, ela é opaca, né? As cores dela são menos vivas, digamos assim. Ok, so that's the point. Ok, opaco, né? E fabric é tecido, em geral é tecido. Qualquer coisa, né, que você tenha tecido, pano, a gente fala fabric, ok? I'm gonna read an example here for you, okay? So, let me think here. I don't have any good example. I mean, so clothes are made of fabric. That is the point, yeah? Roupas são feitas de fabric, de tecido. So that's it. And then number 4. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 here, we have an opaque material is not see-through. Okay, so something is opaque, we can't see through. Não dá pra ver direitinho ali através, alright? Não dá pra ver através, né? Não dá pra ver, basically, that's the point. Okay, so let's go. Okay, we have here the picture, and transparent you can see through like a glass. Opaque you can't, like the curtains. So basically, o que dá pra ver através, a gente fala de transparent, e o que não dá, opaque. Alright? That's it. Simple like that. Okay? Uma parede é opaque. Okay? O vidro é transparent, right? Como é que eu falo vidro, teacher? Glass. Como é que eu falo parede, teacher? Wall. W-A-L-L, right? Next one. Let's go to the next part here. Wow. Number 3, we have a good word here. Let's listen to the native. Okay, so that's the word. Solubility. Again, solubility. Teacher, what is that? Is the ability to be dissolved, especially in water, right? When you put something in the water and it's dissolved, yeah? Not disappear, yeah, but breaks up in millions of little pieces. So it means that it has solubility, right? For example, yeah, we have a coffee as an example, right? Okay, insoluble metal spoon here, soluble sugar cubes. So okay, so let's go on. The soluble ones are sugar because you put sugar into a hot coffee and then it disappears, like, yeah, it mix with thing. And the spoon here, it's not soluble, it's insoluble because it doesn't, it doesn't change its shape and and the way, yeah, the matter, I don't know how to say that, because it is in a liquid or in a hot, or because the change of the degree, for example, something like here, right, in this example, right? So that is the point of solubility, yeah. How can I say that in Portuguese? A solubilidade, né? Algo que é solúvel, algo que se dissolve. That's the point, okay? And I'm gonna put myself up here, and let's read. Follow me on the green ones, right? On soluble materials dissolve in water. Number 2, sugar will dissolve in coffee, making it sweet. If a material will not dissolve, it is insoluble. And number 4, teaspoons are made from insoluble materials such as metal, right? So these are 4 good sentences here. Again, soluble, solúvel. Dissolve, dissolver. Will not dissolve, não irá dissolver. Insoluble, insolúvel, right? So, and metal, metal. So these words here, yeah, that I gave now, right? So very important words, okay? And of course, I'm gonna ask you translate them. Okay? Translate them. Please, okay? Of course, to Portuguese, right? These words here. So, and now we go to the last part here, okay, to the last one down below, yeah? And in this part, so just follow me. We do the same, right? I read in English and you guys translate it to Portuguese, everything, okay? In this one, maybe I'm gonna give you some help on the red words only, okay? But only that, right? The rest is for you. So I'm gonna put myself here bigger in front of that, and just look here below, right? So be strong, be tough, learn all these words. It's not good trying to dry yourself with a plastic sheet or bang a nail in with a cushion. And is it? Of course not, right? And we use different materials to do different things because their properties make them right for the job. So this is a very good one. So I'm gonna give you the red words. It's no good, não é bom. Plastic sheet, uma folha plástica, né? Sheet em geral ele dá uma ideia de uma folha de algo, né? De algo assim, alguma coisa fina de plástico. Or bang a nail in with a cushion. Okay, so cushion, what is a cushion? Lembra que o teacher falou? Almofada, almofada. Essa daqui eu vou traduzir para vocês, ok? Bang a nail in with a cushion. Mas primeiro vamos lá. Properties, propriedades. right for the job é o correto para o trabalho. That's the point here. So anyway, let's go for bang a nail in. What is that? Okay, so even though everybody normally, people think, okay, what is a nail, teacher? Nail, todo mundo pensa, é unha, né? Como é esse? Actually, I have to cut mine, right? Anyway, so nail, of course, the easiest, the one that everybody knows, todo mundo conhece isso como unha. Ok, but nail also é um prego. Prego, aquele que a gente martela. Pá, 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 right? Então, nail também é prego. E aqui quando a gente fala bang a nail with a cushion, é basicamente martelar, bater num prego com uma almofada. Por isso que ele fala bang a nail with a cushion. Não funciona, right? Dessa parte aqui, ó. Bang a nail with a cushion. Basicamente você não vai martelar, né? Você não vai aí tentar pregar, né? Colocar um prego usando uma almofada para bater, para fazer com que o prego entre na madeira, nesse caso, right? Então, isso que é bang a nail in, ok? Então, nail pode ter dois significados. Ele pode ser unha? Pode, teacher, of course, ok? Mas ele também pode ser prego. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho imagem. Eu não tenho imagem aqui dele, não vou ter, mas anyway, só para vocês saberem, ok? Então, bang a nail é bater o martelo, pregar, né? Bater num prego, né? Martelar um prego, alright? So that's it. That's the first part of our lesson. Let's go to the second one now, and of course, follow me. Okay, so number 2, conductors and insulators of heat. Okay, so what is that, teacher? Again, I'm gonna give you some tips, but let's go on. Just follow me first, really. Heat travels from warmer materials to colder ones. That's why we have here hot and cold, right? And again, if you remember, like now, let me put a green one here too. Okay, so it travels, ele viaja, right, from hot to cold. Okay, very good, easy. So that's why we have the title, Conductors and Insulators of Heat. So what is the translation for that, teacher? Okay, so conductors, condutores, ele conduz, right? Insulators, isoladores, ele isola. That's the meaning, right? So let's get back. Okay, so now that we know that, right? And heat, yeah, remember heat, calor, right? Hot, quente, okay? The easy way to get that. So we have here some materials let heat pass through them easily. Again, some materials deixa que o heat pass through. A gente viu through lá atrás. O que era isso? Se você não lembra, volta à aula. Then, através deles, easily, in an easy way, right? So let's see here. We have this 1, 2, 3. Number 1, these materials are called thermal conductors. Thermal conductors because they help to pass heat through them. Number 2, metals are good thermal conductors, very good ones. That's why we use them to heat food, right? And number 3, because the heat passes through them quickly, metals normally feel cold. Okay, so that's a very good sentence. I'm going to translate that for you. Por que o calor passa através deles? Do que? Desses easy materials, these conductors materials, right? Da panela, no caso aqui que nós estamos falando, né? Porque ela passa através do metal, né? O ponto é que a panela é feita de metal, por isso, né? Ok? Então, como esse material, né, o calor passa através dele rapidamente, quando a gente pega ele no estado natural, sem ter sido aquecido, ele parece que é frio. Se você for numa pen, tocar nela, no metal, você vai ver que o metal é gelado. Porque ele é condutor rápido. Se você esquenta rapidamente, ele esquenta. Mas se você para de esquentar rapidamente, ele volta a esfriar. Interesting, right? So, that is the point, okay? Teacher, I don't understand. What is thermal condutores? Condutores termais. Teacher, o que é termais? É uma palavra em português. Faz um check, dá uma olhada no dicionário para você entender exatamente qual que é o significado disso, alright? Tanto em inglês quanto em português. Very good. No problem. So, let's move on. And if it's everything okay, of course, right? And next one. Some materials do not let heat pass through them. Some materials, we cannot heat that, right? So let's see. Number one, materials that do not let the heat pass through then are called thermal insulators. So, que são isso? Isoladores termais. Example, plastic kettle. It keeps the warmth inside. Cork pot stand is where you put a pot, a pan. Wooden handle. I think by the picture it's possible to understand, right? Wooden handle. Remember that wooden é de madeira, feito de madeira, right? Oven glove. All right? And thermal vest. All this material, yeah, they are made to not let heat pass through. That's why when we have a plastic kettle, if you have hot water inside of it and you put a lid on that, and if you close it, the temperature of the water inside is gonna keep longer, right? Okay, and different from, for example, like I'm gonna give a very simple example to you. For example, I'm gonna give an example that one material that keeps more time and one that keeps less time. For example, if you get any cup, normal cup, like, or if you buy a juice, or I don't know, like maybe a tea, a hot tea, and it comes from a can, like we have some machines, juice machines here in Japan. If you buy a hot one that comes in a can, not in a plastic bottle, but in a can, when you touch it, because it's metal, it's really hot, really hot. Oh my God, right? But at the same time, it's my impression. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but for me, it feels like it gets cold quicker, faster, right? So like if you buy one of that, when you get it, it's really hot because it just get out of the juice machine. So you drink, and then after, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes, it's getting colder and colder very quickly. But if you get a different material, like maybe a plastic one, of course, it's gonna get cold. But it seems for me that it's gonna take longer time. It's gonna take more time to get cold, okay? Because of the material, yeah? And so these thermal insulators, right? Okay, insulators, they are made for that reason, right? So everything that is used to keep some liquid, for example, more time heated, for example, yeah, they made this material like that. Okay, they use this kind of material to make it because they want to keep that for a longer time, and of course they don't want to heat. They don't want to let the heat pass through this material. Okay, so that's why even though we have hot water inside of a plastic kettle, for example, you can touch it outside. You can hold it, and you will not burn yourself. So that's like a science lesson, right? Anyway, so and these are the of course, please translate all these items for me to Portuguese. Okay, this is a homework as well. Number 2, plastic, cork, wood, and fabrics are good thermal insulators, actually. Okay, so these materials here, plastic, cork, wood, and fabrics, they're good thermal insulators. So what is cork? What is that? Homework. O que é isso? Isso aqui é tarefa de casa. Traduz pro teacher e manda para mim, ok? Number 3, thermal insulators are good for keeping heat out as well as in. It's basically what I said before, right? For example, a cool box, use it to keep food cool. It keeps, the temperature. A flask or a polystyrene cup. That's a good one. Let's listen to the native pronunciation. Okay, so two informations for you. I guess in American English, people say polystyrene. In British English, this is the pronunciation.
Polystyrene.
Polystyrene. Okay, so that is the translation for that. Okay. Okay, what is that in Portuguese? What is polystyrene? The Portuguese pronunciation works like that.
Poliestireno.
Poliestireno. What is that, right? That's the question. O que é poliestireno? What is that here? tem uma definição aqui. É uma resina sintética que esse polímero e essa esterina usado principalmente para, como diz, para deixar mais leve, para lightweight rigid phones and films, aqui para, né, deixar mais leve aí, espuma ou esse tipo de coisa, ok? Muito bem, a gente tem copo feito desse produto, right? Eu não vou ter exemplos agora aqui para vocês, mas se vocês quiserem dar uma pesquisadinha, o que é isso, né? Se for no Google, com certeza tem bastante exemplo, alright? So, but the point is, the flask and polystyrene cup, they are used to keep hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold, yeah, for a longer time. That is the point. Is it going to stay on that temperature forever? Of course not, right? But it gives an idea. So, and then we go here for the final part. So just follow me, right? I'm gonna be here in the middle. Good insulators are poor conductors. Again, good insulators, I mean materials that keep the temperature for longer, they are not good for conducting temperature. That's obvious. That if they keep that inside, of course, they will not be able to move it at the same time, right? It's not like they can choose, or they are one or they are the other one, right? So, as far as we know that, let's go on. Let's go to the last part here. Heat. Just follow me, okay? I'm gonna read this final part for you. I hope you can see that. Yeah, you can see that, right? So follow me. Heat. It's like a tourist. It loves to travel. Amazing, right? So heat only moves from hot things to colder things, never the other way around. Some things let heat travel through them easily and others don't. Think of a saucepan. Heat goes through the pan to the food, but not through the handle to your fingers. The same materials that keep heat out can also keep heat in. A flask will help hot soup to stay hot or a cold drink to stay cold. Yeah, so this is basically the definition for that, guys, right? Again, teacher, what I have to do here in this one, of course, you have to translate it to Portuguese and send me the translation, right? So simple like that. Again, it is pay really attention, like on the reading, on how we are learning. Focus on that, and especially on the words. Research. I know sometimes it's a little bit like, I don't want to research that, like it's too much for me. But do that, because it makes your English better, and not only your English, but also your knowledge. Yeah, the things that you know, right? So that's why it's very important. So basically, that's it for today. Okay, get back if you have some questions, or I don't know, something that you didn't understand. And then, of course, if there is a word or something that in no way you can get it, tell me. Send me a message, okay? Now you guys are on Facebook. Agora, né, todos vocês estão no Facebook. Manda mensagem pro teacher se tiver alguma coisa que não entender, right? So again, thanks always for your time and for your help and for being here with me. So take care, and I see you next time. Take care, guys, and bye-bye!